Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is so nice to talk to you guys. I had this whole entire plan of releasing a whole bunch of videos over like a couple of weeks, but my plans failed because some dramatic stuff happened in my life and I had to postpone filming my YouTube stuff. But I am back. So we're gonna go back to my Onlyfans series that I want to do. I really want to talk about marketing today, and different places that I market, how I promote myself, things that have worked for me, things that haven't worked for me, places that have worked for me, places that haven't worked for me. So my experience is probably going to be completely different to everyone else's. Just like other girls who have gained loads of subs from other places may not have as much success as I have had on my places. If that makes sense. That probably didn't make any sense, but that made sense in my head. So I want to keep this video kind of short and sweet so that it doesn't confuse everyone. So let's start with social media. Social media is like the biggest kind of platform, and this is where everybody goes to promote pretty much, because it's such a huge platform and it is the first thing that you think of when you are promoting yourself. So let's start with Instagram. So I don't really like Instagram that much. I'm not a massive Instagram person. So when I very first started my Instagram account, way back when I was younger, I was probably like 17, 18, I ended up having like 12,000 people on there. I'd say I call them fans, but they're not fans. I had 12,000 people on there, and then everything was fine. And then I started doing OnlyFans, and I posted one picture of me in booty shorts and my whole entire account got deleted, banned, gone. I tried to message Instagram, couldn't figure out how to. It was just this whole entire thing and I was so mad. And these were like people that I had known as well, and I had memories on there, and it was just this whole entire thing. So I ended up creating another Instagram account, and this time I decided to make it as a business page. So you can have like a normal Instagram account and then you can have a business page as well. For me, my last one wasn't a business page because I literally just started, and I had literally posted one picture and gone. So I posted like my new account, made it as a business page. So as a business page, you are able to pay for promotions. Now this is a really good way to be able to gain subs in a very quick amount of time, although it does cost money. So basically Instagram allows you to be able to choose how much you want to spend in a day, and that will then tell you how many people you're going to be able to reach. So for me, I done 2 days as just an experiment, and I done £5 per day. So over 2 days I spent £10 altogether. Now I gained people from this. I did gain quite a bit of guys and like comments on my pictures and likes and all of this thing. So it was successful to a certain extent. However, the people that I gained weren't people that I wanted. So they were people that didn't speak any English, and that's no, that's no discrimination. I have literally people from all over the world that are subscribed to my page, but people that didn't talk any English, wanted free pictures, constantly were video calling me, constantly, just your stereotypical kind of time waster is what it attracted. And therefore I didn't actually gain anything from it except from fake people. So in reality, Instagram for me hasn't worked in terms of gaining subscribers. I probably gained like 1 or 2 from it. Whereas I know so many girls use this platform because they've got so many followers on there that they are able to use that as their main place to promote. It's not the same for me. It might not be the same for you either. So again, it literally just depends on who you have, how many people you have, if you have a previous following, if you don't have a previous following. So for me, Instagram didn't work. Twitter. Now I like Twitter. I do actually like Twitter. I'm not as active as what I should be on Twitter. I will say that. I kind of have never really gotten into Twitter. Even when it very first come about, I kind of find it very jumbly, and I don't like the layout of it. I feel like it's not as, I don't know, it just, to me, it's everywhere, and I'm not a massive fan of that. Like, I like there to be a complete structure, which is kind of why I like OnlyFans so much. But I do like the fact that it is, you know, they do support sex work. They allow you to post nudes completely. You can literally post any type of nudes that you want on Twitter. Generally, they don't get taken down. However, Twitter can be hard to break into, again, if you haven't got a following already previously. So, I mean, you can do things like engagement threads, talk to other sex workers, they can promote you, you can promote them. It's called like a shout out for shout out. You can do all of these like promoting techniques, but for me, again, I've had quite a few subs. I'd probably say I've had about 20 subs come from Twitter, but it's not where I've gained like my massive proportion of followers. So for me, I mean, I'm not really like a massive Twitter person. I just would rather spend my time promoting somewhere else. Again, this is probably completely going to be different for you. You might smash it on Twitter, but for me, I'm just not a massive fan of it. Things like talking to other sex workers, commenting on other sex workers' posts. Please do not be that person who drops their link on another sex worker's post unless it is an engagement thread. And if it's an engagement thread, it will be something like drop your links, drop your pictures, you know, buyers, subscribe, something like that. It will literally tell you to. But if it is a girl promoting her OnlyFans, please do not be rude and drop your link on it as well. Chances are you're going to piss that person off and it's just going to get deleted anyway. So it's just a waste of your time, everybody's time, and it's just rude. So do not do that, ever. So yeah, that's it for Twitter. Not really much to say. I haven't really gained like a large proportion of it. It's alright. It's Twitter. Facebook. I love Facebook. I am a Facebook kind of girl. I love Facebook so much. For me, I started on Facebook when I was like 14, 15. And I don't know, it's just always stuck with me. I like the fact that you can be added into groups. That way you can promote, you can use your own normal page to promote. One thing I will say is that Facebook is very strict on the pictures that you post. So you can't post nude content. The amount of times I have posted like a butt picture and it has been removed. I have had like my account banned for a week, for a month. So yeah, super strict. Again, like Instagram, I'm pretty sure they're like connected to the exact same company as such. But yeah, super strict. But Facebook is great for joining groups. And by groups, I mean like sex worker groups. So there's OnlyFans groups, there's Snapchat groups, like Snapchat premium groups. There are so many groups that you can advertise yourself in and also be able to gain advice from other girls. So for me, I have gained quite a few subs from Facebook. Now, one thing I will say is I see a lot of comments in like the OnlyFans groups for girls saying like, oh, there's no subscribers in here, you know, it's all just like content creators. That's totally incorrect. Unless you are in a content creator specific specific group, there will be buyers in there. However, buyers generally won't, you know, advertise themselves as a buyer because girls just spam them with their links. They constantly will message them, spam them, do anything they can to try and gain a sub, and that instantly just puts a guy off. So if they are lurking and they are watching, please do not give up on Facebook. They are there, I promise. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of Facebook, absolutely love it, have absolutely no problem with it. It's amazing. So Facebook is a yes for me. Now, one thing I will say about Facebook and Twitter and Instagram is how you market yourself. So specifically on Facebook, I see a lot of link dropping, and what I mean by link dropping is, you know, people starting a post or whatever, and then they don't anyone, and this can be like literally random comments as well in the comment section, they won't advertise themselves correctly. So when I say advertising themselves correctly, they will only drop their link. Now, as somebody who has brought content in the past, I will never just randomly click on a link. It could be spam, it could be a hacker, it could be whatever, you know, you have to be really, really careful. And, you know, they don't even know what they're subscribing to. They're not going to click on your link if you're just posting a link. So for me, what I do is I post a picture of myself. It doesn't have to be nude. It doesn't even have to be sexy. It can just be a picture of your face. Like I said, Facebook is super strict on pictures, so I totally understand when girls can only post pictures of their face. But it just something so that they can see a visual of what they're looking for, like what you're looking like. And then also a caption. Captions are so important, guys. Captions are so important. I cannot stress this enough. A caption is basically a very short description. It doesn't have to be short. It's ideally short-ish. You don't want to ramble on. But a caption is just something that is going to attract a buyer. In your caption, it can be anything. It can be like, hey babe, thanks for, you know, checking me out. This is what I sell, blah, 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 blah. But for me personally, I think mine says something like, your fave BBW, my price, and then underneath I list all of the things that I do. And then my links. Make it super colourful, make it super bright, make it stand out. Bright colours instantly attract, okay? So when you are posting emojis, bright colours, instantly your eyes are going to go to that, okay? So it's really important that you have a caption, and this goes for absolutely anything. If you're doing paid promo, if you're doing a shout out for shout out with someone, you need to have a caption to suck in your buyers, because otherwise they don't know what the fuck they don't know what they're subscribing to. And 9 times out of 10, a guy will not read a bio. I don't read bios half the time either. So, you know,